What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome for those of you who are new. For those of you who are new, you probably might find this video a little bit confusing, but I might talk a lot and go on a tangent and just kind of give you guys a backstory to certain questions, because today we're going to be doing a Q&A, so you can kind of just know a little bit more about just my life and just updates on what's going on in my life and updates on just my thoughts and stuff like that. So if you care to listen, I am going to be answering some questions that you guys left me on YouTube, because yesterday I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions and I forgot to screenshot the pictures of it and now I don't have it on my story. So that's just typical Kiara for you. That's something that I have done multiple times. Anyways, so I'm gonna stop blabbing. I am going to start answering some questions and let's get it. So let's start with the first one from Lou Branch. Goodness gracious, this is literally the first one. Come on, like it's the first one and we're already getting into this. So for those of you who don't know, before I had this channel called The Life of Kiara, it had a different name because you know, I was married, had kids and all of that, and goodness gracious, you know what, let me just like read the question and then I'll start talking. So Lou Branch asks, do you get upset when asked questions about your past relationship? I just want to be respectful because I'm hella nosy. So I was gonna start talking about it right before I read that question, and sometimes it is annoying, but you know, there's sometimes that I just basically sit down and think to myself and say like, girl, you just gotta accept the fact that there's a lot of people that have been writing for you and been supporting you for years. And you know, this channel wasn't always called The Life of Kiara. You know, there was multiple people on this channel. My stepson, my life as a stepmom, and you know, my life as a wife and an army wife, and so on and so forth, and just having, you know, my 3 kids, my 3 dogs, you know, my husband and my house. So you know, I just have to accept the fact that you guys are always gonna just want to be updated and know kind of what's going on and stuff like that. So but sometimes, you know, I'm only human, so sometimes when I read certain things I'm like, ugh, the past is the past. But at the end of the day, we are gonna be in each other's lives forever, and I know once again that you guys just wanna be updated, you know. All right, next question is from the Ingram crew. What can we as your supporters do to help take your channel to the next level? Thank you so much for even caring to do that. Just watch the videos, watch them all the way through, you know, like my videos, dislike them for those of you who want to dislike them. All of that helps my channel, so you know, thank you. Next question is from, actually I saw a question that I want to read and I wanted it to be in the beginning of my video because I read it today and I was like, yes girl, like yes. So let me read this question first and then I'll go to the one that I was just talking about. So the next one is from Lexi, and a lot of people have asked me this before and have told me this before, and I know that you guys just want like just the best for me. I mean, some people don't, but some of y'all do. So the question is, have you found someone new? I hope so, because you deserve to be happy. So just because I'm single and I'm by myself, I don't have anyone, does not mean that I'm not happy. There's been times in my life where I have had somebody who, you know, and it's not even my past relationship, just in general, like I've been in relationships where I have somebody but I still feel lonely. I'm not genuinely happy, you know. So just because you see somebody by themselves doesn't mean that they're not happy. And I say this so much, but you know, I guess some people don't want to believe what people say on here, but I say it all the time. I have been healing. I have been actually putting in the work to try my best to be a better person, a better mother, a better woman, a better daughter, a better like sister, etc. And I have genuinely been happy. Of course, life isn't rainbows and butterflies. I have my moments where I don't even know why I'm feeling the way that I am feeling. Sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm lonely, but overall, especially now, I feel so good in my life and I'm happy without someone in my life. And that's something that I feel like we should just dead it right now. Like, you don't need somebody in your life to be happy whatsoever. There's so many people that rather be with somebody just to show others that their life is good and so on and so forth, but at the end of the day, they literally have someone in their bed and they are the loneliest that they've ever felt. and the saddest that they've ever felt, which was me at one point. So girl, I'm happy, and I don't need a man to be happy, but a man in my life is just gonna be a bonus. You know, just like Cher said, men are accessories. You know, like I love me a man. I love me a man. Kalia's in the background. I love me a man, but I don't need one to be happy. And I finally realized that after I became single and started to really work on myself, you know? So yeah. So now we're gonna read this comment from Liz. Let's look for it. Her YouTube channel is called 1981XO Intuitive Tarot. Go check out her channel. I love her channel for those of you who like tarot and stuff like that. A lot of questions asking if you found someone. I feel like you found yourself. Girl, your growth makes me so effing proud. It's so refreshing to see you learning for you, appreciating and loving you. If you, parentheses, the woman you are today, could go back to the day you left Texas, to that hour before your sister got to your house, what would you tell yourself?
I don't know if things happen for a reason, but like I was mentioning in the, don't cry. I've freaking cried all these years. Okay, so I don't know if everything happens for a reason. This morning I woke up just with a heavy heart, like just sad, even though yesterday me and Desmond spoke and we were being civil and, you know, just talking regular like we regularly do. And I, to be completely honest, I was just like, listen, like, are we, like, what does this mean? Like, are we separating? Like, and that's it, and that's leading to a divorce? Like, are we gonna be seeing other people? I know for me, like, I'm gonna be focusing on myself and my kids and just like finally have a life where I don't have to walk around on eggshells, a life where I don't, like, I'm always wrong and like I'm always blamed for or whatever. Tell me if we're completely done. I still feel like shit can be worked out. And he just wrote, I am done, Kiara. And obviously that broke my heart, and I was like, whew, that hurt. I am really sad to be leaving my doggies. Obviously I'm just sad about the whole situation as well, but oh, my babies, come on. This is nuts, y'all.
Okay, so if you, the woman you are today, oh my gosh, and I told her, I was like, girl, that's a great question, and that's just like a great comment overall. Okay, if me, the woman that I am today, could go back to the day you left Texas, I would grab my face and be like, yo, you're gonna be good. You are gonna find yourself. You're gonna go through a roller coaster of emotions. You are gonna feel, literally feel physically your heartbreak, but you're gonna be good, and everything that you have gone through, all of the pain is just gonna make you stronger, and you're gonna find yourself, you're gonna learn about yourself, you're gonna actually be in a relationship with yourself. And when you look in the mirror, girl, you are gonna see yourself. Because I was so lost, like I was so lost when I left Texas. Like I had been in a relationship with somebody for so long, and all I knew was that person, and I was just unconditionally in love with this person. I mean, you know, go figure. I mean, we were married, or we're still married, but we were actually together. I was lost, and I was lost for a while, and I was sad, but I would literally tell myself, like, you're gonna be good. Like, you are gonna accomplish so many goals that you feel like you're not gonna accomplish right now. Like, we would have a conversation for hours. We'll probably be drinking wine and, you know, I'll just be motivating the crap out of myself and just inspiring myself, you know, to push hard and to not, I was gonna say to not like cry and to feel the pain, but I needed to feel that, and I needed to go through that to become this one right here. So thank you so much for that comment and question, Liz. I love you, girl. So Shanita H said, how did you heal after your separation? And I kind of spoke about it in that last comment. I cried a lot. I went on dates. I felt like I needed attention from other people because all I knew was being in a relationship. I had to go through that and just go through like BS with guys and stuff like that, and also like meet people that I wanted that were emotionally not available, you know. Like I felt like God was like kind of sending me people that were like my ex to see if I was gonna fall for the trap and do that relationship over again, because that's what a lot of people do, is that they don't heal themselves and they keep going through the same ish over and over and they don't learn their lesson. I would do that, or I would meet somebody like really good and I just wasn't there emotionally. Like I felt like I wanted somebody, but I myself wasn't emotionally available either. And so I felt like I had to go through that to finally tell myself one day, like, and call myself out of my bullshit, which a lot of people don't do. And I've seen even in my comments, once again, like people say like, I want you to find somebody so you could be happy. Like, unfortunately, that's the thought process that I had. Like I felt like I needed somebody to be happy, and I had to call myself out on my BS, and tell myself like, girl, you don't need somebody to be happy. You need to be happy within yourself. And I feel like I used to read a lot of quotes and stuff like that said that, like, in order for you to truly find somebody who's like in love with you, you need to be in love with yourself, you know, like those quotes or whatever. And I would be like, yes, but I wasn't like practicing that, you know. I wasn't actually taking the time to heal through a bunch of stuff that I went through and actually sit down and learn about myself. And yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I started to read a lot of like motivating quotes on Instagram and reading certain books and stuff. I don't read them all the way through, but just reading things that motivate me and that inspire me, and a lot of like self-care stuff. And you know, I've just been working on myself, you know. But like I said, I had a lot of moments where I cried my eyeballs out to the point where my eyes were swollen. I went through, like I mentioned earlier, like pain. Like I physically felt my heart break. And you have to go through all of that. That is a part of healing. And then you know, after a while you're crying, you're like, damn, like I'm crying for what? Like, oh boy is living his best life, and I'm over here like stressing for what? Like, life is so short, and you need to love yourself and truly be happy. And that should be your goal, is to truly be happy within yourself, within your soul. Yeah, I can go on and on about that, but yeah, there's a lot of stages to healing though. So the next question is from Stephanie Mendoza. If you decided to choose a different career path, what would it be? And after going to Jamaica, I mean, this has always been like something that I've always wanted to do, but I just want to be like a travel vlogger. I mean, I guess that's still like kind of like the same path, but honestly, like I've never been the type to be like, I want to be a lawyer, or I want to be a teacher. That actually, a teacher was something that I wanted to be when I was like 5. Right now, I'm a vlogger. I record my daily life, but I would love to like be able to travel to different places in the world, even though I hate airplanes, but travel to different places in the world and experience another country and the culture and the people and the foods and all of that, and actually like record it, you know. Or like let's say like a hotel or something once like need to like shoot a commercial showing their hotel and showing the views and stuff, and like taking pictures. That's just something that I have always wanted to do. I've always loved photography ever since I was like 16, and I would love to get a really good like photography camera in the future. Definitely in the future. I'll be saving up for that. Anyways, let's see. Zenobia Bennett said, do you plan to travel outside the US soon? So no, I would love to though. Like if I get the opportunity to do so, if somebody wants to fly me out, not like a guy or anything like that, I mean like a company, I would definitely say yes to that opportunity. Hopefully next year, I want to go to Dominican Republic. I really want to see my kids out there, and I haven't been there since I was 12. I have a lot of family out there that I haven't seen since I was 12, and it's just gonna be like a surreal and just different experience, seeing my children out there, meeting my family that I grew up with. I would literally go to Dominican Republic every single summer, and just seeing them bond with my family out there and seeing them run and play in the streets that I used to play in when I was little. And I cannot wait. And of course, I want to vlog it as well. Like the campo is like the country, and it looks like back in the day, people used to be riding in their horses and and the taxi was a motor, which is a motorcycle, and the roads were like rocks and the lights would go off. I don't know if it's like that now, but the lights would go off like at night. Like I guess like the government or whatever would save like electricity, and sometimes it would go off for like an hour, it would turn back off. I remember like my aunts and my mom would like turn on candles and stuff, and like I don't know if it's like that now, but like, you know, it'll just be amazing to like just go back. And everything is like super different now because the roads are like actual roads, like cement roads, and the homes are not like wooden anymore. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some that are wooden, but you know, in the campo, it's just changed a lot. So anyways, I want to see it. Okay, I've been getting this comment a lot because you guys seen that I've been apartment hunting. And I pinned the comment, like I commented underneath my video and I pinned the comment and I like mentioned certain things underneath it, but I keep getting this question, like, why don't you buy a house or rent a house? Or why don't you move to another state so it can be cheaper, you know, like my rent? So one, why don't I buy a house? One, I do not want to buy a house while I'm still married. And I also want to get my house. Whenever I buy my house, I want it to be 100% mine, and point blank period. Like I want it to be like, I saved up for this house and it's under my name and nobody, like this is mine, nobody else's, you know? And as far as renting a house, that is literally what I looked for before I even started apartment hunting. But right now, because I guess, I don't know, the housing market or whatever it's called, like I literally cannot find any 3 bedrooms that are spacious or that have what I want in, you know, the house. Like a lot of the 3 bedrooms here are really tiny. And I actually found a 3 bedroom, literally just one, a 3 bedroom that was way above my budget, and I did not see why it cost that much, and I didn't obviously get that, like even try to get that place, you know. But yeah, there was only one house that I saw that was a 3 bedroom out here. So, and as far as moving to another state, that's just not an option. I'm not going to be doing that. I don't want to be far from family. I want to be able to be close to someone, just in case something happens or just in case we need each other. And this is just gonna be where I'm gonna be buying my forever home, probably. Okay, so this is gonna kind of be like, I'm gonna choose my words wisely with the next question. So Nayeli Flores said, what do you think about your ex's girlfriend getting upset because you guys are in a better place? Goodness gracious. I'm gonna speak on myself, right? And then I'll probably get into it. So as far as for me, when it comes to dating, the first thing that I ever say to my family, you know, whenever we're talking about like the future and stuff like that, obviously there's gonna be people that I meet that probably have kids. I've always said though, if I meet somebody who has kids or a child, I cannot be with them if I see that they have drama with their like ex, like whatsoever, because of what I dealt with when I was in, you know, in a relationship. You know, baby mama drama, like I don't want that whatsoever. And I didn't want that to begin with, you know, I just happened to fall in love, but really would want the person that I'm with to have a healthy relationship with the person that they had a child with, you know. And so I'm a little confused as to what the issue is, maybe because we're still married and there's some, I'm trying to use my words correctly, but like if you are truly in a relationship where you feel like the person 100% loves you, there shouldn't be any thought like to why that person would be upset, you know. Like I don't know, I feel like you need to be secure in what you're in and just know that this person isn't going anywhere. Like I am literally not going anywhere. You know, if anything right now, I and my children had to deal with certain stuff that came our way, you know. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but feelings are valid 100%, but I'm not the enemy here. That's just all I'm gonna say for now.
Next on the life of Kiara.
Do you think there will be a window of opportunity in the near future of you guys getting back together, and how do you feel about that? I honestly, so I had a lot of people like writing to me and like, you know, feeling sorry, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And so when we went to court, I filed a petition not so long ago because my ex wanted something in black and white as far as visitation, right? So the kids were playing here, I took them to the side and we had a really long conversation, probably like an hour.